Okay, looks like they're getting ready to go. So I'm going to go ahead and get this game up, and we are about ready. Okay, I've just given them the signal to go ahead and go ahead. Redundancy. Okay, it looks like a fairly standard opening. White is going with fairly strong. It looks like black is going for a mirror over here. I'm going to switch over to my pen. Man, they are really going at it. So it looks like we have a fairly standard opening as per Tactician. Speaking of which, thank you, NohatCoder, for giving me some of that information earlier. So let's see what we got over here. Okay, so we haven't seen a capstone yet. It looks like white has a little bit of a cut right here, which is going to make it difficult to get a road going vertically. The problem with this is that for white to actually get into this area again, they're going to have to start capturing, and as soon as they do, they've lost critical board area. And it looks like there's the capstone out to try and reinforce that. So now we have a nice square of defense right here, but I expect that we're going to be seeing the black capstone pretty soon to be able to counter that. Okay. So it looks like black is trying to wall them off over here. Go ahead and zoom out so we have that corner back. This is not a very good spot for Simmon right now. Tactician isn't particularly liking a majority of the moves. I believe it was going more for c5 over there, but it looks like what he's trying to do is reinforce the corner over here. Ooh, that's going to sting a bit. So as we can see right here, black has a very strong line, and now white has their own line, which was just knocked by the capstone. Of course, white can continue that line by playing here, but that opens up a capture right here to potentially dismantle that road. Or, in some cases, a wall right here, which could move down. Now it looks like for white, the recommendation is to go for e5 right here from Tactician. The problem white's going to have right here is that black has a lot of flexibility to try and go horizontal or continue a vertical threat right here, whereas white has a single vector. And it looks like they did in fact go for e5. Tactician is liking e6 for a flat, but it looks like we have our wall up here. So I'm betting white ends up playing here at f5, and then black probably uses that wall to go up there. looks like Tactician is really liking f5 right now. Go ahead and turn that off so we don't get any more notifications. And it looks like Simmon did in fact go with f5. Okay, it looks like Tactician's not liking odds for black, but it did like the f6 spot there. So now it's looking like Tactician wants a c5 play. Which it expects to be responded to by, ooh, not sure I like that one. That does open, okay, so misclick. Not sure I'm extremely fond of that one, but we'll see where it goes. It looks like black is expected to go to d4 right here. And for the record, I'm using Tactician over here to the left for some analysis. Looks like d4 is still the recommended spot over here, so what we have are a couple of potential roads that could come through here. One to go horizontal and one to fork vertical. But it looks like we have d1 over here. We're going to have to see a d4 right here, otherwise this piece right here is vulnerable to that capture, which is going to cut white off from a lot of horizontal momentum that they could gain. If I had to bet, it'd be fairly easy to wall off there or place a flat there. It looks like we have a flat to try and reinforce the capture of this piece. I mean, because you have two black captives there, that becomes a very, very tempting target very quickly. Because if one of them gets hold on there, well, as you can see, that's not going very well. And it looks like white's going to reinforce that. Okay, looks like Taco is liking a b5 flat over here. And as we've had before, it looks like it wants a d4 flat as well, which I'd be inclined to agree with as reinforcement for any one of these pieces. Okay, that seemed a little bit defensive. So the problem here is that by playing b2, now black has an immediate threat White can capture over here, yes, but black can immediately capture back with 2 pieces over here. Now I'm betting black goes for b2 over here. So it looks like we had a b2 over here, so we do in fact have that threat. Now there's the possibility to cut this root piece over here, and it looks like Tactician is liking a4 over right here. The problem with that move is that black can immediately play right here. And then again, it has double capture potential on this stack. No, actually, if they do that, then it's game right there, so ignore me on that one. Okay, it looks like Tactician likes a b5 minus right here, which would potentially net them 2 pieces. And it looks like right after that, Tactician is recommending that it goes after this piece right here. Okay, that was one of the other ones, which was SC4. So it looks like now we have a little bit of a fork decision to where it can go for either this or this. Okay, and it looks like he's opened up a new thread over here. 1 second. It looks like we have D1 plus. So what white's trying to do right here is fairly clever, is that if this wall goes down here, it's instantly going to be game from a flat piece that's placed right here. It looks like that pen wasn't very effective, so white is going to be in an interesting position right here because this can hop over here. And then we immediately have that open threat right here again. Looks like we have 3c3 minus. So white's trying to get away from that, while also blocking a little bit of the potential up through here. Okay, so it looks like we have another piece right here. Then we have reinforcement up here on C3. So white has a nice strong formation right here, but black also has this wall over here, so white is going to have to start capturing something over here. Okay, and it looks like we have C3 over. Okay, it looks like we have Apple Monkey Man, who's going to be commenting via text, so I'll repeat what he's saying on there. And it looks like we have the wall over. Man, that wall is getting some work. I almost think this might be Tenue. Well, fairly soon. Because you have that, then you have this over. And then it's going to be a really nasty fight here over this entire area right here on A1 through C2. And it looks like Tactician is liking that, so it's saying that an A3 play is in fact Tenue, and it looks like that is probably going to be game. Because the only thing we have left is a thrashing of back and forth here, and that would do it. Okay, it looks like we have game one. Okay, and it looks like what it's saying to get the full Tenue is to take 4 over here, up there, and it looks like he saw it, and that will be game. And it looks like game one goes to NohatCoder. Okay, and it looks like white has 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 14 white to 10 black. Gonna go ahead and persist that information a couple of places. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and stop this stream specifically and get to game 2. So give me 1 second on that.